Hello folks, today is Friday, June 9th, 2017. As usual, it's me, Jake Baldino, here to talk about some video game stuff that has been going on this week. Pardon the mess. We're slowly changing things with a different set, so I'll get used to a mess for now. But we have to talk about video game stuff going on this week. First things first, a rumor that cropped up about Bully 2, of all things. This is like the rumor that won't die, but this one seemed pretty interesting. On Game Informer, of all places, the website, a listing popped up, listing in their official list of games, Bully 2, with the title Kevin's Back Jack, which I have no idea in the context of Bully what that could even mean. But this was eventually... What fell?
No Man's Sky fell.
No Man's Sky fell? Of course. Once this got picked up by a lot of eagle-eyed people on Twitter and Reddit, it started to become a big, huge thing, and then Game Informer retracted it, took it down, and issued a statement saying they had no idea, they don't know anything about Bully 2 as of right now, which there's still a lot of speculation out there because Game Informer usually knows about things much earlier than other games press or anyone out there since they still work in the magazine format, which is longer. It's also very weird, and it could be likely that this was entered into their system by one of their people, and it is real. The thing for me is that the title is so weird and I don't understand it that it almost seems kind of believable in a weird way. Or maybe it's just some elaborate prank or something. I don't know. I'm leaning towards this not being real, considering Rockstar doesn't usually work on too many things at once, especially big projects like this. And although this could be a smaller game, because on that listing it was only listed on PS4 and PC, which is interesting to say the least. But honestly, I'm sorry, I don't know, I wouldn't get your hopes up. But something to get you guys excited is the return of Bubsy. Yes, this was announced today. This is a real game. It is called Bubsy, the Woolies Strike Back, and it's releasing on PS4 and Steam. And I wish like something would come back like this and be totally tongue-in-cheek and hilarious. And I would love to say, no guys, it actually looks good, even though the old game has a history of being terrible. Bubsy 3D being one of the worst games ever made. But this looks like shit. This looks terrible. This looks awful. Why am I even talking about it? Who decided? Yeah, who was like that's what we need to bring back?
Oh, you know what's gonna change video games? Bubsy.
And it's like, bring it back and not even try and reinvent it or anything. Just keep it going. Keep it going. Weird. But in other news, we got a Nintendo Direct focused solely around Pokemon, which is incredibly exciting. We all gathered around the screens hoping for the reveal of the rumored big Nintendo Switch Pokemon game, and we got one. It's Pokken Tournament DX, a newer version of Pokken Tournament, which is a good game. It's more of a Pokemon battler, not a fully fledged RPG, and a lot of people out there are kind of bummed. It does look good though, I'll say that. We also got an announcement for 3DS, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, new versions of Pokemon Sun and Moon. And initially there was an error or a typo somewhere saying these would also come out for Nintendo Switch, but apparently that's not going to be the case. So the good news is I guess there's going to be more Pokemon to play. Maybe not exactly how you want, but I'll still take more Pokemon any day of the week. But speaking of Nintendo, we got our first look at Super Nintendo World. This is Nintendo's theme park, the first one being in Japan in conjunction with, I believe, in the United States, Universal Studios. And it's a concept trailer, basically. This actually tells me nothing. Like, look at these people. What are they doing? Like, this tells me nothing about a theme park. If anything, it looks like a virtual hellscape. Okay, like, look at this right here. If you tell me that I can go to Super Nintendo World and a little Super Mario will run past me, I'm in. I don't know how they would do that, but okay, whatever. Now let's talk about something that is incredibly impressive, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and now they have a big announcement. This is possibly pretty much the biggest Skyrim mod ever. This is Beyond Skyrim Bruma. This is the first part of the whole Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil project, which intends to basically mod and expand the map beyond and south of Skyrim, giving people more places to play in the Skyrim engine, like the Imperial City and stuff like that. But as of right now, releasing on July 1st, we'll have Bruma, the first expansion, and it looks pretty damn incredible. It's got hours of recorded music, dialogue, new environments, new attacks, new effects, and it looks interesting if you want to shake up your Skyrim experience. Take a look at the trailer. You know, with everything I talk about this week, we always link it down below. Check out the trailer because it's incredibly impressive what people can just come together and do in their spare time, because this is nuts and a massive project. I'm looking forward to playing it. My hat's off to them. Good job. Oh, and real quick, if you do actually care, Gameranx has an Instagram account now. We seriously just started it, but I do recommend giving it a follow if you want to see some behind the scenes from us video boys. And also big shout out to Flannels Guy for handing over the account to us. He's a super cool dude, and I really appreciate him hooking us up with the Gameranx username. It's now time for my favorite thing we do in video games on this show, and that is the Hideo Kojima Watch segment. Hideo Kojima said that he will be attending E3 but will not be showing Death Stranding. However, he did post this cool teaser image which people have been going nuts over, trying to figure out what it is. I don't know. I have no idea. Any guesses?
No idea.
They're spiders. Spiders confirmed in Death Stranding. Death Stranding. It's a strand of spider web. Eh? No? Anybody? And also, this is definitely a quiet week because it's like leading up to E3. But one thing that I was maybe hoping to see at E3 was Shenmue 3, and it seems like that's not the case because they announced that it is going to be delayed into the second half of 2018, which I'm not surprised. Did anyone expect it to come out this year? But like I did say, E3 is right around the corner, so we are getting tons of leaks. It's been nonstop for the past like month, it feels like. But we got even more Assassin's Creed Origin leaks. It looks like it's definitely legit. It's definitely Egypt, and you definitely play as this dude right here. This looks like leaked concept art. Apparently his name may be Abraham, but I've heard conflicting other things. The writing on the side of the one concept art is very poorly done, so I almost think that it's not real, but we've also gotten this image of a gift card, which looks like it's also real Assassin's Creed marketing, but it also doesn't have the new Ubisoft logo on it. It's actually outdated. So leaks are flying everywhere. Things are going crazy. I think a lot of this stuff does look pretty likely, but we won't know for sure until I actually show it off. I just hope the game plays well. I hope they really rewrote the Assassin's Creed formula with this one. Also, pretty soon you're actually going to be able to play Dreamcast games on your Xbox One. And no, of course, this is not official. But a group of modders have announced that pretty soon they are releasing an emulator for Xbox One that lets you play all your favorite Seaman and Sonic and Shenmue games from the awesome Dreamcast. I'm not shitting on Dreamcast. Dreamcast is awesome.
Dreamcast is great.
It's great. Of course, since this isn't official, you're going to have to sign up for a developer account and make your Xbox into developer mode and then sideload this. It seems like they're doing a good job of making it as simple as possible for people who don't know what they're doing with this side of things, and you know, it's cool. Props. We've had an NES emulator on the Xbox, and I assume that this is going to be pretty successful as well. But just as a quick heads up too, we are actually filming this late Thursday, not on Friday like we usually do in case we miss anything with all the news coming out constantly. But we're actually on our way to E3 as we speak right now to go play some video games, make some videos about things. So definitely from like Saturday to the following Saturday, just keep it locked here. Keep it locked. Isn't that what they say at IGN?
Yeah,
Fuck.
so.
Keep it locked at IGN. Definitely keep your eyes peeled on this channel because we're going to be pretty much uploading and making videos like crazy about everything we see, about everything, every announcement, every conference. So I hope that you stick around and watch our videos. If you haven't been following already, we did release a prediction and expectation video on this channel and also on my side channel, youtube.com/becausevideogames. But that's about it. You know what we got to do now? That console giveaway we do every single week. All you got to do, there's a link below. You click it, you sign up to enter. You enter once, then you're entered for good. And then every week we go into those entries and randomly choose one person to win a free console of their choice. And this week's winner is gonna be this guy right here, or girl. Congratulations, be sure to keep an eye on your inbox, check your spam, because I'm gonna be getting in touch with you to find out how I can send you your console. But that's the Friday show, guys. Thanks for hanging around. We gotta talk about this stuff. First things first, what do you expect from Assassin's Creed Origins? And also, Bully 2, does this seem like a completely fake, out there, weird rumor, or actually something to it? Will you visit Super Nintendo World? What do you really expect from it? What do you want from it? Does that trailer do anything or really tell you anything? Let's talk about any of this stuff down in the comments. I'll be there with you guys, talking as much as I possibly can, but if you got any hate for me, send it to me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jake Baldino. But as always, thanks for coming around every Friday. We got some cool stuff cooking up for E3, so I hope you enjoy it. But you know the deal, clicking that like button does help us out a ton, and we do really appreciate it. But subscribing if you're new is a good idea too, because you get my dumb face and a bunch of stuff that we put out every single day. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Pizza? What?
Nothing. I was making fun of you.
What'd you think I was gonna say?
It's on me.
Pizza's on me. That's what I always say, man. You